Hello, FlossTube. It's Sunday, May 22nd, and I'm here for this week's Maynia update to show what got accomplished this past week, what's planned for this coming week, and a couple other things. I've got some older finishes to show, and just a teeny tiny little bit of stash that came in the mail this week. I didn't actually travel to California this week, so I was able to open envelopes when they got here. And of course, I didn't have any scheduled to get here this week except for the one. So, oh well. We'll see what next week brings. So, for last week this past week of Maynia, I had 4 pieces scheduled to work on, and we managed to get in all 4. Even with it's been a bit of a roller coaster week. So. The first piece that we worked on, I showed a little bit last Sunday because I had made some progress, but I did finish out and made a little bit more the rest of Sunday. And then that is Glendon Place Plum Pudding. So here's where I ended up. Here's where we ended up. So I went ahead and last week I put in finished these 2 pieces, and I went ahead and finished this motif and worked down the side. So not bad for the 2 or 3 days that I was working on it. So I was happy with that progress. Okay. On Monday, I pulled out an old whip that it's been years since I had touched. And that is Desiderata by Indigo Rose. And I'd only had like the very top. I had the G done. I had the very part of the first row of text, but that was it. And here's where we ended up. So I finished not only the first row completely, I finished the second row of text. I did the acorn on the end, and then finished off that first verse, or the first, sentence, I guess, as well as put in that backstitching on the bottom, so with the little bitty flowers. So this one was tough to put down. I could have kept going on to the next one. I just love this. So it'll be coming out again soon once we get past May. That took me to Monday and Tuesday. So scheduled for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday was my Teresa Wensler Day 12 ornament. So here's the chart, and I'm working on this guy over here. And last time I had just up. We'll insert a picture of where we started, right here. And here's where we ended up. So my little drummer boy now has boots. He has a little bit of border started because I just wanted to see from a placement perspective. He's got tassels. His tassels are started. A few more odds and ends up here. It is over 1. It's on 28 count Monaco, which is awesome for over 1. As you can see, the weave is very tight. The threads are a little thicker, so it makes the over 1 go pretty easily. So I ended up working on him on Wednesday evening and Thursday evening. Wednesday was my son's high school graduation, so we didn't get a whole lot done on Wednesday after working through the day and then going to graduation. But I did get I got a little bit, and then a little more on Thursday. I was supposed to work on him on Friday as well, based on my schedule, but Friday turned into a very stressful, very challenging day. So over 1 was not the relaxing bit of stitching that I needed on Friday evening. So I went ahead and moved on to my next piece on the schedule, and that is the Clouds Factory Don't Blink for my Doctor Who. I worked on this guy on Friday. I started him on Friday. I worked on him on Saturday and a little bit this morning as well. And this will be where I put him down. So you can see I did pretty well. I got the first 3 lines of text, um, as well as my Gallifreyan needle minder. So this is on 32 count winter solstice from Hand-Dyed Fabrics from Stephanie. It's a beautiful, very easy to work on. The only odd thing is the pattern. This is the first Clouds Factory pattern that I've ever done, and there's not a whole lot of specificity on number of strands. So I know 32 counts, 2 strands over 2, no problem. The back stitch though, where is in these letters here, I started with 1 strand, which is normal, and it just wasn't enough. So I went ahead and made it 2 strands. So through the rest of the pattern, anytime there's back stitching that's part of the lettering significant to that effect, I'll use 2 strands. And then we'll see what the detail and the figures up at the top. We'll try 1 strand, see if it works. And if not, I'll just continue to use 2. I'm using all the called for colors. I really like it. And it went really fast. So another one that'll be coming out to play soon, because I don't think it'll take me that long to finish it. So those are the whips and the new starts for the Maynia plans this week. You may have noticed you're in a different room of the house. You've also got a new camera, which you probably haven't noticed. Just trying to get some testing out on the visuals to make sure that we've got, what the lighting options are. We've made some tweaks even to the audio. So hopefully there were a couple of comments about last week, which is the audio wasn't balanced real well. So hopefully this week that'll be taken care of. And this room, which you may or may not realize is my bedroom, there's a lot more natural light in this room than in the rest of the house, so we thought we'd try it here. So it also gives a nice area for inserting pictures. Alright, so what's coming up on the plans this week? Like I said, I'm putting Doctor Who away for today. He's done for Maynia. Tomorrow I'm scheduled for a new start, which will be the Soda Stitch Movies in My Memory. I still need to pull floss together for this guy, so that's probably, I have a meeting this afternoon for Comic-Con, and then when I get home I'll probably be working to pull the floss together to make sure this is ready to go for the plane tomorrow. Here's the first pattern, and I'm going to be doing Scarlet. And then on the second pattern, this is Rhett. And there's actually a, right here, let's see if the camera will, here's a Scarlet and Rhett together. He's kind of blurry. I'll take a picture and put it in. But I'm going to do the pair of them. So, and then this is the fabric. This is a 32 count linen. It's a cream color and it's got a little bit of modeling in it. It's a Weigart linen because it's got the yellow strand, but it's printed because it's actually just cream on the other side. So that's what that's probably gonna go this way. It'll go this way for Scarlet and Rhett. Gone with the Wind is one of my favorite movies of all time, so I was very excited when I saw the pair of them. The original plan was to just do Scarlet, and then Rhett came, so gotta put them together. After that, that'll be Monday and Tuesday, and again, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The current plan is to work on an existing whip, which is Ink Circles. This is the Tropic of Cancer, is the pattern. This is a 4th, so this same quarter is going to be repeated on the other. It's just on a plain 28 count even weave. I don't know if it's Jobelin. It's probably Jobelin because that's usually what I've got big pieces of in my stash. These are the colors. These are the colors. That'll be, it's almost like a paint by number. Tracy, last 3 years, she's done these, she calls roll your own mandalas. So she'll give essentially the outlines, and then there's a bunch of different color combinations so that you can basically use whatever combination you like. Um, and this is the Halloween colorway. So this is and then it's just follow the pattern and almost like a paint by number. So that'll get some time this week, which is good because I really like these and they tend to go fast. This is the second one that I've done. As part of the video next week, I'll show you that completed piece in a different colorway. Next Saturday, I will be doing one of the Northern Expression mini twist charts that I've gotten through Stitchy Box. I have kits as well for the first two, 1 and 2. So we'll see which one I start and where I end up. But that's the plan for Saturday, is to start one of the Northern Expression mini twists. So next week I'll tell you what one and what the fabric and threads are, but this is the kit. Next Sunday, I'll probably make the video before I start, so I didn't even pull that project out, so we'll see it as part of next week's video. So, a couple things to share. Something that I recently purchased because I'm old. I need magnification to do the over one. So these are Mag Eyes, which I bought from Amazon. They have different levels of magnification required, but I mean, they look oh so fetching when you're wearing them. But they are the best things ever, and I have clip-on magnifiers that I use, but you're always trying to, because I don't use a stand, and I stitch in hand more than I stitch using like a Q-snap, so I don't have anything real convenient to clip the magnifiers on. This is perfect because I can use it whenever, and it doesn't matter if I'm stitching in hand or stitching in the Q-snap. It's just the perfect level of magnification in addition to my glasses. So it made the over one, I have to say, it made working on my TW ornament, the over one, oh, so easy. So very easy. So I will no longer be whining about that whip and doing all the over one stitching. So it's awesome. So if you have magnifier, if your eyes are getting a little older like mine, Mag Eyes from Amazon, best thing ever. So just wanted to share that. I pulled off a couple finishes that are hanging here in the bedroom to show. The first one is Heart Sampler by Teresa Wentzler. I did this years ago, 2000. Of course, I can't read the date that I so laboriously stitched into the piece, but it's definitely one of the older ones. But this is the finished piece. It's got, I'll make it close so you can see the detail. It's got a lot of specialty stitches. It has cut work, heart hanger, all kinds of fun things. And again, this is Heart Sampler, Teresa Wentzler. It's on probably on a 28 count even weave. I think it's 28 count. Anyway, it's done with silk floss. It just happened to be silks that I had in my stash. I didn't follow what was called for on the pattern. But it was tremendous fun to do, and it went really quick, even with all the specialty stitches and the cut work and the heart hanger. So, but it hangs here in the bedroom. The other one that hangs here in the bedroom, as I may have mentioned before, we kind of have a thing for penguins. So this is my truffle penguin from White Willow, and he's on a sparkly Ada. It was just a piece that I had in my stash that I got from a grab bag. I don't usually use opalescent fabrics because I find that the the sparkly stuff gets in the way, so I don't usually pull one, but it was just too perfect for this guy, with the color and everything. So he was finished about 4 years ago, I want to say, and he hangs up on my husband's side of the bed over here. So my little sparkly penguin. Yes, dear. Okay, so a tiny little bit of stash came in the mail this week. Just a tiny little bit. Julie at Nifty Needle put up some holiday needle minders. So I actually got 3 penguins. The third penguin went on my TW piece, as well as the little vampire guy, which was just too cute, and then the cow, another animal that is very much loved and adored in our household. So those came this week. It was funny, when I've been working on the Christmas pieces this week, I noticed that I have a relative insufficient number of Christmas themed needle minders. So that's why, and then penguin, so perfect combination. But I'll also be working to enhance my Christmas needle minder stash later this year. I don't think it'll be a problem. Got plenty of Halloween. I'm good to go on Halloween. So the other stash that came in this week, I took advantage of Brooks Books 50% off sale that she had in April, towards the end of April. I've never done a Brooks Books pattern. I rarely do perforated paper, even the Mill Hill stuff that I do, unless it's one of the pins or the magnets. I actually swap out the paper for fabric. But after watching other folks working on some of these pieces, I thought, give it a try. I also saw that she posted this week she's working on the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland, who is my absolute favorite Alice in Wonderland character. So I foresee some additional Brooks books coming into the house. In the meantime, though, of course, we have 2. The first one was the Spirit of Cross Stitch Angel ornament. She's oh so pretty. And then the second one is the Spirit of America, because again, no pattern should travel alone. They always have to have a buddy. So these are the buddies. So these 2 came this week. I haven't ordered the paper. All I got was the patterns themselves. I didn't get anything else because I wanted to see what was called for, what was required. So I'll be ordering some paper so that I can work these up in the what I call the paper doll format using the perforated paper. So that's it. That's all that came in. Of course, since I was here, I know I have at least one thing coming from 1, 2, 3. Well, 2 again. No pattern travels alone. But that'll come next week, so you'll see that next week. So that's it. Quick update. Here we are. I can't believe it's already 3/4 of the way through May. It's been great fun pulling out and revisiting a lot of these old whips, as well as getting some new things and some fresh meat into the whip pile. I am starting to think what happens next. Of course, June 1st is already committed with the chatelaine, but what happens after that? Well, we'll see. All right. I hope you have a great day. Stitch all the things.
Nicole Marquez.